Nearly 24 hours after this incident took place, investigators are still on scene at the Grand Theater here in Lafayette. You can see State Police helicopter has now landed here and is assisting the investigation. A lot of law enforcement here processing this crime scene, this massive crime scene. The shooter identified early this morning as 59-year-old John Russel Houser from Alabama. To recap, 3 people are dead, including the shooter. Killed in the mayhem last night were 21-year-old Macy Bro and 33-year-old Jillian Johnson. 9 people were also hit by gunfire last night and taken to area hospitals. At this point, thankfully, it seems all of these patients will survive their injuries. Now, we're also learning more about Houser and his checkered past. Court records show his former wife and other family members asked for a temporary protective order against him in 2008 because of, quote, extreme erratic behavior, something that was on display last night here when he showed up to the theater, and detectives tell us he was intent on shooting a lot of people.
The law enforcement process is a marathon. The healing process is a marathon, but we're out of the blocks. We're out of the starting gate. We thank you for your help.
We cannot lose sight of the fact that a 21-year-old and a 33-year-old beautiful young lady lost their lives last night. They had a vision, they had a future. I said this earlier, they had a face, they had a name, and it wasn't to die in this theater.
Investigators tell us there were about 300 people inside the entire theater when the incident occurred. More than half of those folks have been interviewed, but there's still a ton of work left for detectives. Investigators say it appears Houser was sitting at the back of the theater when about half hour into the showing of Trainwreck, he opened fire. The first one hit was Bro. She was hit instantly and died. Her boyfriend was also hit, but he will survive his injuries.